whole Congress.
Will Representative-elect Garamendi please raise his right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which you are about to enter, so help you God?
I do so swear.
Congratulations, you are now a member of the 111th Congress. Without objection, the gentleman from California, Ms. Eyes, for 1 minute.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As Dean of the California delegation, it's my pleasure to introduce the newest addition to our delegation, John Garamendi. He and his wife, Patty, began their years of public service as Peace Corps volunteers in Ethiopia. And since then, John spent over 27 years serving the people of California in the State Assembly, as Insurance Commissioner, as Lieutenant Governor, and he helped preserve our nation's parks and wildlife as President Clinton's Deputy Secretary of the Interior. As we prepare to enact health care reform, John will lend an effective voice to that effort. As California's Insurance Commissioner, he learned the problems families face when trying to buy health coverage, and he's an expert in insurance regulation. His perspective will be of great value. Please join me in welcoming John Garamendi, his wife Patty, their 6 children and 9 grandchildren to our congressional family. I'd like at this time to yield to the distinguished ranking Republican, Congressman Dreyer.
Madam Speaker, I thank my good friend Mr. Stark for yielding, and I want to join from our side of the aisle in extending congratulations to Governor Garamendi. It is interesting that he is now part of a long-standing tradition of the relationship between California's congressional delegation and the office of Lieutenant Governor of California. As I look across the aisle at my friend Mr. Stark and many others, we've had the privilege of serving with 2 former lieutenant governors who came to the House of Representatives, Glenn Anderson and Mervyn Dimely, and of course the very distinguished opponent who Mr. Garamendi had, David Harmer's father, John Harmer, served as Ronald Reagan's lieutenant governor. And so I know that this is another in that long list of challenges that Mr. Garamendi will face. And I hope very much, Madam Speaker, that we'll be able to work together in a bipartisan way to deal with the needs of, to address the needs of our state and our nation as well. And we extend congratulations.
Thank you, John.
The gentleman from California, Representative John Garamendi, is recognized.
Madam Speaker, it is a great privilege. Indeed, I suspect the greatest privilege a person could have to stand in the well of the House of Representatives of the United States of America and address this august body. It's a privilege that I shall always remember, and always remember this particular moment. Allow me a moment, if I might, of personal privilege to introduce my wife of almost 44 years, Patty. She's delighted to return, at least in part, to her old stomping grounds here in Washington as the Associate Director of the Peace Corps and then as the Deputy Director of the Foreign Agricultural Service in the Department of Agriculture. We have with us our 6 children. They're there in the gallery. And I think all of you may have seen 6 of our 9 grandchildren, a couple that are testing the H1N1 vaccine back home in California. Madam Speaker, if I might just tell you what a great privilege it is for me to be here. I look forward to working with all of you on the floor that are here and that are not here today. We have many, many issues that I would look forward to addressing. I want to congratulate my opponent in the primary, David Harmer, ran a very solid and, fortunately for me, unsuccessful race, but nonetheless a very solid race and a very good person. I want to thank the voters in my district and all of the constituents for their support, giving me this opportunity to extend what has been the most important thing that I think any of us could ever do, and that is to spend our life in public policy, addressing the issues that confront our fellow citizens and the world beyond. Thank you so very much for the privilege and honor. Madam Speaker, thank you.